Hi everyone, thanks for joining us for today's Teaching Kitchen where we'll be making a Speedy Flatbread pizza. I'm Ashley, and this is Anna, and we're dietetic interns with NL Health Services.
Before we get started, let's touch on some food safety basics. If you have long hair, tie it back so that it's out of the way to avoid any hair falling into your food. Next is to make sure to wash your hands and then sanitize your workstation and equipment. I'll also be using a cut glove today on my left hand, which is my non-dominant hand, to help prevent it from any little slips or trips from the knife. I'll also be wearing a disposable glove over top to avoid any cross-contamination. Lastly, I've placed a damp kitchen towel underneath my cutting board, which is a great way to keep it from sliding around on the countertop while I'm chopping. By the end of the class, you will learn how to make a homemade flatbread pizza, how to chop a bell pepper, how to make a balanced meal, and how to make a pizza more nutritious.
We are going to prepare a quick and tasty flatbread pizza. Today we will need tortillas, pasta sauce, Italian seasoning, garlic, red bell pepper, mushrooms, roast turkey, mozzarella, and parsley. The great thing about this recipe is it is flexible. You can add any toppings you like. You can also use pita instead if you do not have tortillas. If you do not have pasta sauce, you can use pizza sauce, pesto, or tomato paste. You can use any type of cheese you like. For the equipment today, we will need a cutting board, knife, a large baking sheet, measuring cups and spoons, and a mixing spoon. Let's get prepping. First, preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Next, I'm going to show you how to chop a bell pepper. It's always important to wash fresh vegetables before cooking with them. You'll see I have a cut glove on my non-dominant hand, or the hand holding the pepper. This is to protect my hand from any slips with the knife. Now we are going to slice off the top of the bell pepper. And then remove the stem. Then we're going to take a small paring knife and cut out the seeds from the center. And give it a little twist, and it should pull right out. Then we're going to turn the pepper over and make 3 small cuts along the sides. Now we're going to take each piece, and with my hand in a claw-like position, we're going to cut the pepper into small strips. And then chop in the opposite way to make small cubes. And repeat with the other 2 slices. Now I'll take the top and cut it in half. And similar to the other 3 slices, we will chop into very thin strips. And then again on the other side. And now our pepper is ready to be a pizza topping. Next, place 4 tortillas on a large baking sheet and set aside. In a small bowl, mix together the pasta sauce, the Italian seasoning, and the garlic. Stir until well combined. Spread the sauce evenly among the tortillas. We have our sliced mushrooms and our chopped red bell pepper. And then we've got our turkey and top with mozzarella cheese. Bake for about 8 minutes or until the cheese has melted. While our pizza is cooking, let's talk about how flexible this recipe is and how we can make the pizza into a balanced meal. We can use Canada's Food Guide plate model to help build a balanced meal. The guide recommends that half the plate be vegetables and fruit, 1/4 whole grain foods, and 1/4 protein foods. So how can we make this flatbread pizza into a balanced meal? Using whole grain tortillas or whole grain pita as the base of the pizza will add whole grains and fiber to your meal. The great thing about this recipe is you can be creative and add whatever toppings you enjoy.
We added roast turkey and cheese as our protein foods, but feel free to switch it up and use what you have. If you prefer chicken, add some chicken. If you have leftover pork or lean ground beef from another meal, you can add that on top. Or if you are a vegetarian or vegan, you can add some roast beans or grilled tofu. We also want to add lots of vegetables to increase the fiber and nutrition of the pizza. Vegetables can add a lot of flavor, so add your favorites. We use red pepper and mushroom, but feel free to use what you like. You could also add fruit such as canned pineapple. And now you have a balanced meal.
To sum up, you can turn this easy flatbread pizza into a balanced and nutritious meal with the help of Canada's Food Guide. This recipe is fun and flexible and lets you and your family be creative with the toppings and flavors you add. And here's the final product. We added chopped parsley at the end as a garnish, but feel free to skip this step if fresh parsley is not available to you. Cheers.
Thank you for joining us in today's session. We hope you enjoyed learning about how to make a homemade flatbread pizza, how to make a balanced meal, and how to make a pizza more nutritious. If you make this recipe at home, feel free to take a picture to share with your friends and family. Post on social media as well if you like to show off your skills. Use the #TeachingKitchens to accompany your posts so we can see it as well. Thank you for following along and have a great day.